Hello, my name is Preet, and this is my assignment 2 for virtual reality. So, I had selected the Stony Brook Math Department building, and I have created this virtual reality scene as per the project description. So, firstly, I would navigate through the screen and show that what all functionalities I have added. So, these are my two hands which I'm controlling using my MetaQuest controllers. This is my right hand, this is my left hand, and on my left hand, there is a virtual basket. I will come to it later. And when I press X on my left controller, so this minimap navigation appears, which tells that where am I. So as you can see, there is a small yellow triangle here which indicates my position. So as I move, this triangle also moves. When I press X again, it disappears. If I press Y, so the bird feeding checklist appears where what particular fruit is for which particular bird. So we can find information here, how many of them are collected, how many of the fruits have been fed, etc. So this is the zone where all the trees are located. I have included 10 trees, and each trees have multiple fruits corresponding to them. There are five total different types of fruits. This is my hot air balloon, and I have also created the five different feeding zones where the birds are circling around. The motion of the birds are selected such that in a one complete loop, it enters the feeding zone twice. And whenever there is a fruit in my hand for that corresponding bird, then and then only that bird comes to me and eats that food or fetches the food. So I'll be now going forward with my presentation. Also, I have also kept the day night cycle from the assignment one, and I haven't changed it because it wasn't really interfering with any other functionalities for the assignment two. So yes, so first things first, this is a grape tree. Now it's night time, so it's not clearly visible, but let's see. Now it's day. So when I gaze at the when I gaze at the fruit, it hovers a bit, and when I press A, it gets collected. As you can see from my checklist, that one grape is collected. Similarly, I will select another grape from here. And for the extra credit, I have also implemented the third person view. When I press the left trigger, the third person appears, and when I press the left trigger again, the first person appears. So in the third person view also, we can do the selections for the fruit. So for example, this, and similarly in the first person also we can do that, right? So moving on with other fruits, I will quickly collect all these fruits. I have included five fruits in this project as per the project description, and all the trees are a little different from one another. And two more remaining. Let's do it in third person and first person also. So it's actually helpful when the fruit is very far away. We can actually get the help of the third person and fetch it easily, or we can in fact even do it first person view. I think that's enough. So when I press the checklist button again, so now we know how many fruits have been collected. How much minimum requirement was, we collected more than that, then that is fine. I've kept it that way in my project. And now we'll go to the different feeding zones and feed the fruits to the corresponding bird. So before moving that, on my left controller, there is a virtual basket here. As you can see, it is showcasing the five different fruits and how many fruits have been collected. The number is also appearing on them, and it's visually also represented how many fruits have been there. I initially was planning to build a big basket, but it was really blocking my view all the time and for the left controller. So I kept it a small visualization of it. This is for the extra credit implementation. So now we are here. We want to go to any one of this map. So again, there are two different types of mini maps that have been implemented by me in this project. So the one mini map which we see when we are in a walk around mode, when I press X. So this one here keeps the myself in the center and updates the map according to it. So as I move towards any particular scene, that scene gets included in my minimap. So it is the way I have implemented it, but I will show you once I enter the balloon. So now when we come close to the balloon, it said press B to enter. Okay, so now we are into B, enter the balloon. Now we have to select the landing site. So when we press B, So this new minimap appears, and this is for that entire scene, and it's not like what the previous minimap was when we were in the walk around mode. Now I'm using my joystick from the left controller, and as you can see that the red dot, it moves depending upon where I want to land. So let's say I want to go to this location, which is near the pink and red feeding zone. So I select that, and then I press A on my right controller. So it just fastly ascends, fastly transpose, and fastly descends, giving a feel of a teleportation to that particular location. And I press B again, I exit out of my balloon. So there is my balloon. So now, first, we want to enter in this region. As soon as we enter any particular region, a big dialog box appears which states that what type of fruit is able to be fed in this region. So for this, we can feed the apple. So now, the basic requirement of project was that uh, whenever we are in a feeding zone, that particular feed should automatically appear on my right hand upon clicking any button. So when I press A, the apple automatically appears, and as the bird sees it, it comes, fetches it, and it goes away. So when we press the checklist, we can see that apple one is been fed out of the three. This was the basic requirement which was mentioned in the project. For the extra credit, I have implemented the virtual basket. So I got the virtual basket on my left hand. But now, how would I gaze at a particular fruit and fetch the fruit out in my right hand? So for that, I have integrated this system where we have to press the right trigger. Once we press the right trigger, this new gaze appears, which is for the basket mode. So now we have to align this on top of our desired fruit. So now we require apple. So when we gaze at apple, it says selecting apple, and apple appears in my hand, and the bird comes and fetches it. But if we let's now we are in an apple feeding zone, but let's say we try to select the strawberry. When we do that, the right controller, it starts vibrating, indicating the user that this fruit is not able to be fed in this feeding zone, it's not allowed. So this is also a functionality that has been added to the project. And I will do once more and select the apple. Once apple selected, the bird comes and fetches it. So I've implemented both the basic requirement of the project as well as the extra credit to in order to feed the bird in according to the feeding zone in which we are present. So now this zone is done. We'll check the list again. Okay, so 3 out of 3 are fed, so the green signs appear. So apple is done. So now moving back to my balloon. Here's my balloon. I'll press. Oh, sorry. Press B. Enter. Now let's say I want to go to this region. Maybe this region. A. It will cruise me there, teleport me there, exit. So now we are here. Again, same dialog box appears for the peer. If I press A directly, the peer appears directly in my hand. And whenever the bird enters, whenever the bird enters, it fetches it. Also, one more thing that I found interesting and I implemented was, let's say, firstly, let me select the fruit and I will explain. So, whenever I have the fruit in my right hand and the bird enters the feeding zone, it will come and follow me till the fetching point. So, it's not like the point where I was present when I selected the fruit. The bird will only go there. The bird's goal is to fetch the food. So, if the user is moving with the fruit in hand, so the bird will also follow it till the fetching point. So let's press the right trigger and select peer from the virtual basket. Now the peer in my, okay, it come really quick. I guess we are, okay, we have done. So let me show you that functionality in any other sphere. Let's go to that sphere and I will showcase you this functionality as well. Also, one thing I would like to point out is for the third person extra credit, I haven't integrated the feeding functionality. It was causing some issue for the two gaze system, which I have already implemented. The third person views only fruit fetching functionality has been implemented by me, but feeding that particular fruit to the bird is not been implemented. So I've also included this thing in the report. So going to the first person view again. So I will enter this region. So this feeding zone has for the strawberry. So let me press A. Now I have the strawberry in mind. Now see, when I'm moving, the bird is also following me to the point. Now it has exited. Now it again follows me to the point. This is what I was talking about. The bird's goal is to eat the fruit. So it would follow the fruit wherever the user is carrying it. whenever it's inside the feeding zone, whenever both the bird and the user is inside the feeding zone. So let's check the checklist. Only fig and grapes are remaining, so let's go and complete that as well. So here's my hot air balloon. I have included only one hot air balloon um, for the teleportation. So okay, wait, I think I should go here. Okay. Grapes and figs are remaining, fine. Okay, exit. Here we come for the figs, and I will use the virtual basket for the figs. I fig in my hand, bird comes and it eats, and it continues with its motion path from the point where it exited. Similarly, if I press just A, it appears directly in my hand. And this is the scaled down version of the fruit which was present on the tree, because those were really big in size and it couldn't fit in my hand. So it's a scaled down version of it. So this is the third person view of it. Now, if you check the list, everything is over, only grapes are remaining. So let's go to the grape region. I guess green is grapes, right? Okay. So this is the grape region that we want to go. Mm, all right. Let's press A. Grapes are in my hand. Whenever the bird enter the feeding zone, it would follow and eat it. I can also do it by the virtual basket. Mm, where is the bird? Okay, it feeds it. Press A again, it feeds it. Okay. Now you can see all the five checklist has been completed, and you can also note that here um, at least one extra fruit is also remaining in the virtual basket because we collected more. And when we tried to select them, so example, we are trying to select the strawberry here, it won't be able to select because we have fulfilled our feeding requirement. So I have set the logic in a way that once the feeding requirement for a particular fruit is being completed, then its further selection would not be allowed. I can also change it in another way, but I would like to keep it this way because it was mentioned in a way in the assignment, in order to maintain that at least two fruit functionality. And once it has been fed, the user must exit and continue with the other operations. So this was my project, and if I go back to the feeding zone and I would try to land on a let's say on a tree. Oh, sorry. I try to land on a tree. So this I have landed on a tree because the box collider has been on, and then press B again to exit. So I will exit out. Oh, okay. It has the box collider on. If I want to enter the balloon again, press P, the map. I want to go on the top of the building. Okay, here we go. Okay, teleported here again. Oh, it was really quick. Oh, okay, it threw me off by 10 meters, so I fell down. All right. So this was my project, and I have implemented all the requirements that were mentioned in the project description. And for the extra credit, I have implemented this virtual basket interface and the gazing mechanism to select that particular fruit, while also keeping the basic requirement of pressing any button so that automatically the fruit gets into your right hand. And one more extra credit option of the third person view. So the third person view is also there when I press the left trigger. The third person view appears, and we can toggle between the third person and first person by pressing the left trigger. And we can do the fruit fetching operation using the third person view. For example here. So yeah, this was my project, and yeah, thank you very much.